Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch today, and with the ban list approaching, and a lot of players not really wanting to pick up or do much in Yu-Gi-Oh! Until we get that ban list. I mean, the amount of burnout I've seen and people quitting is a lot more than the usual, and for good reason here. So we're gonna go over some ban list cards, but before we do, make sure to smash that like button. If we get 100 likes on this video, that'd be great. Subscribe if you have not already. Check out our sponsors. Buy anything on TCG Players. My link down in the description below. Check out Whatnot. You register with my link, you get $15 on your next purchase, and you could buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards for cheaper over there than like other sites as well, and you get a free 15 with it. That's pretty good. And they do other card games and just other stuff in general, and it's just a fun place because you could bid on stuff. I would just go check it out, make an account for free using my link, and hey, you'll get some bang for your buck. Also, check out Tapio Cards. Use code Saki 5% off. They have playmats, accessories, keychains, hats, deck boxes, and a whole lot more, especially their sleeves. In fact, I actually have their sleeves right over here, because these are the ones I'll be using. These are the Medolce over sleeves, and they're really, really nice because they have the little treats and everything. I absolutely love it. So Ultimax C here. These are 370, going about the 370, 400. I think a lot of people are actually very afraid, and then 400 here, of the QC. The QC is actually, I know, a little worrying, but at the same time, I don't think Konami is going to do it because it was supposed to be in Rarity Collection 1, and Konami actually went through the effort to take it out. Now, we are getting a speed duel print of this, so maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they're like, oh, we could print banned cards now. But with how rare Ultimax C is, these aren't the kind of cards that are just going to reappear constantly on the market if it ever gets bought out or if it goes up or down. This is, Astral Pack 4 is just extinct. Like, and this was years ago. I remember when Ruxin34 was doing one of his I'm opening up every pack, and this was, again, a few years ago, and I believe he mentioned Astral Pack 4 was one of the hardest packs to get, and for good reason. You know, Ultimax is insane. In fact, the most insane ulti from a tournament pack, let's say right now, is actually going to be ulti Caius. 745 for an ulti, going up to about 800, 900 here. You do have a PSA 9 right here, and I'll be honest with you guys, I would, if I were to get this card, I think I would get the PSA, because there's no way I'm going to pay $750 for an LP when I could get it graded for $950. This card actually looks absolutely gorgeous as well. Wow. Gorgeous looking card. Can this get a QC in Bonanza? I absolutely. In fact, I actually would put a bet, because Konami really likes printing OTS cards really soon into higher rarity. And they'll look at OTS 19, they'll be like, oh, well, Caius was a good one. Let's print Ulti Caius as a QC in all rarities. And granted, I mean, with how legacy of this card is, it is a good pick. It is a good pick to put in there. And if they put QCs, I personally think I would want to see the card secret. And I would, for Edison, personally, this is just my opinion, I would not play like PCR or like PUR or QCs. I would probably just play normal secrets. The secrets would probably just look really nice. Maybe the supers too, honestly. I mean, again, just having it would be nice, but yeah, Caius right over here. Also, I uploaded 2 days ago my 5 cards out of your trade binder. I'm bringing this series back, and I actually want to be really nice. Instead of getting like 100 to 120 likes, you should have a goal to do a part 2 in August. I'm actually doing 90 likes. We're at 87 likes right now. We're not even at 1,000 views either. You guys can go check it out. It'll be pinned in the actually, I'll just put it as the end card. Go check it out after you're done with this video. Hit that like button. And those 5 cards, I'm not going over any of them here, so you might as well, right? I'll have it as the end card and pinned in the script in the comment section below. Max C here, Storm of Ragnarok. So I remember back in my day, I hate to sound old, I paid $12 for these. Like, this was accessible. I don't even know why it was as accessible as it was, but I got two for 12. I never got the third copy. Don't know why, and I regret it. But 67 here for your LP, 75, 85, 87 for your near mints right over here. That's actually not that bad for an OG, honestly. 105 here, 120, 150. So the card does quickly go up. Personally, I think I want to see how the speed duel one looks, because we are getting, I think, one of our last speed duel products at least for a long time. We'll have Max C in it, they said, which was kind of crazy. I would probably just wait for that in order to get this card. Do I think this card is going to come back? Absolutely not. It has like, it usually has almost no chance, but I would actually confidently say this is the list that I would put money on, the most money that won't come back, because we're getting Max C related cards. Why would they give us Max C? If they give us Max C back, those cards are just not going to see any play at all, and they just release them. So why would they do that? Granted, I don't think they were going to give us Max C anyway, but there was more reasons why they weren't going to give us Max C this upcoming list. Heavy Malifaux's Electromite here from Expo. Now, this is a card where I just don't understand why Konami in our deck building sets constantly give us Pendulum decks. I really hate it. They even give us Pendulum stuff in our core sets as well, right? But they never want to give us one Electromite. And it's really kind of, at this point, very cringe, because they've been trying for years and years to do something with Pendulum, but then they just won't give us one Electromite, and I find that absolutely hilarious, because they're putting so much stocks in, Pendulums, to the point where people have considered deck building sets somewhat ruined because of it, and they don't want to try it out. I don't even like Pendulums, but like, I just always find it really funny. Now, this card right here is 8 for an unlimited, which is honestly insanely cheap. Your first edge right here are $10, $11, 12. If they bring this back, it would be a good card for Bonanza, I'll tell you that. But yeah, $12. Personally, I think it's a good to grab the OG. It's always good to have banlist cards, but I wouldn't really mess with the Mega Pack. Just get the OGs at 10. A lot of people have no faith on this card on this list. As you could tell, the hype does not exist. In fact, in May, it was worth more, which is really, really funny. Glow Up Bulb, a card that I would absolutely adore if it came back to the TCG. The OCG has us at 3. We have Revolution Synchron that didn't really do anything. In fact, I think the most interesting thing Revolution Synchron did was being played in Generator and Invoked. So that kind of tells you something, right? But Glow Up Bulb is a card where if it came back, I'd probably be the most enthusiastic to play this game since like 2020. And while everybody's like burnt out and tired, I'm ready to play. It's kind of funny. But Secret Rares right over here are about $11, $12 from your Legendary Collection 5Ds. These are really, really cheap, honestly. In fact, these are pretty cheap as well. Wow. I actually want to go over Calarium real quick and Crimson Blader. But Crimson Blader, remember, this is played against Dragon Ruler. And it's not bad synchro overall, because it will shut down decks if you don't know what you're doing. Don't know why the images isn't popping up, but $4, $5 for your secrets. Pretty good. Then we have Peaceful Planet Calarium. So I feel like Vanadium is going to get some sort of support because of how gutted they were. They were like Infernoble, but they kind of had less time, I want to say. $2 here. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick for a QC. I mean, $2, pretty good. Global Ultis. These are 60 for a light play, 71 here, and then near mid's about 95. In fact, if we go with filters here, just to kind of see what, as fresh off the press says, jatter up, but you guys will see him on my channel very soon here. 91, $100 here, 113. So it does go up very quickly. If this card gets bought out, it will double in price very, very easily if it comes off this list. And it would be a very awesome yet fun card to come off the list. I think this card got banned in 2019. It was during one of the worst ban lists. I think Trish got limited. It was basically the culling of TOS format, which is a fantastic format. I know some people look back on, they're like, oh, it wasn't really that fun. It wasn't that good. I think we just had a lot of bad formats. I just think we have a lot of different Yu-Gi-Oh players, and we have to choose who we're going to appeal to constantly. That's just my opinion on it, because if you didn't like TOS format, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you didn't like it, you didn't like it. It's understandable, but I think it was a great diverse format with so many decks. Anyway, Ulti Glow Bulbs can easily go 120. Ultras here are $5, $6. If you don't have your copy, going up to 9. So you know what? You got was there a light play here, or was I smoking? Yeah, there's 1 light play, 2 light play, 3 light play, which this card's over 10 years old. It's Star Strike Blast, right? LP is still pretty good, not going up to $9 here. Going up to 10s, 11s here, I would get your Ultras. Especially if you don't have any, even if you just want to get 1 copy and make sure, hey, this card is now limited, or this card's banned, I have my 1 copy. If it comes back, it says spending an arm and a leg because I really want to try this awesome combo out, And because like, let's be real, day one, these will go up to like $35. If it comes off the list. I have my copy of my binder, and I can playtest it. I have the actual card, so it feels better. It's not bad to have. Not bad to have at all. Union Carrier. Now, before I get into this, I also want to say the results of last Market Watch. I'm giving away an Ancient Chant CR in that Market Watch too. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and join that giveaway. Because the CR Ancient Chant is really, really nice. House of Champs also talking about it now. Shoutouts to him. So I think that card doesn't have that too much time left. But I asked the question, instead of asking, the normal, what do we want me to see next Market Watch, which I did ask, I also asked, hey, when do you think the ban list is going to be? And a lot of people said 3 dates constantly, which was 19, 24, and 26. So I want to know a little bit what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Union Carriers, though, are like $2. Will this card come back? Probably not. Not at all. But if they ever give us some type of, equip style deck, they'll probably give us this card back. Carriers and Mighty here, a card that is just literally collecting dust on the ban list. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Ultis are 10 here, going up to 13. This card will go up if we get Carrier back to 1. Ultras are like 3s here. I think the problem is that with Wind Up Carrier and Wind Up cards in general, if you went up to a player at many locals, you could choose a bunch of different states to do this, and you ask them, can you name me one Wind Up card and what it does? And let's make an exception. There was a rank 4 that was used very recently. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's even include that. It's not going to help much. Name one Wind Up Carrier monster and what it does. And don't be too strict on what it does. Like, if they miss a tiny little thing, just give it to them. I'm pretty sure 80%, 85% aren't going to be able to answer the question. We're at the point where if this comes back, I don't even think it's going to be that big of a buyout, because people just don't care. Oh, yeah, this card was good in 15 years ago or something, and people said it could come back a decade ago, which people were saying a decade ago. I don't know. Wind Up Rabbit here. Secrets are $2, $3, $4. Quite cheap, honestly. I want to look at what first edition, good copies are. 31, 7s, 9. I would be very interested to play Wind Up again. I would be, but not super crazy. Oh man, I'm going to take it to locals right away. But I would like to play it and try it again. Because I remember this being one of the first meta decks I really got stomped by. So it's got a little nostalgia here. Wind Up Wrap. And remember, some of these cards, like Wind Up Wrap specifically in Carrier, don't have reprints. They're literally stuck in this 12 to 13-year-old set. $2 for light plays. Yeah, just $2. It's not a bad pickup at all. Wind Up Factory, same thing, dollars on end, $2. Ronin Totem here. Supers are $5. This card can easily come back. It just does not matter at all whatsoever. Eldritch the Golden Lord alternate art QCs are $8. Okay, $8. So these were around 7s, and now they're about 8s. I guess looking over here. Okay, I guess there's also purchase. This is not telling us anything at all. But maybe there's a White Forest build with this, which, if you guys don't know, by the way, Elijah here, or it's not called Elijah, LZA. There's no reason for me to mispronounce this card. I'm just choosing not to read it. Yu-Gi-Oh players. I remember when I was going over Dragster, and I read the card to see if it's once per turn, and it was once per turn, and I still didn't catch it. It was just funny. But $30 here. Thank you to those who corrected me, by the way. I think it was 2 people. $31 for LZA. All right, anyway, now we have something that's kind of interesting to me, which is the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection release. Now, this is a dope playmat. It looks really, really cool, honestly, and it is an anniversary mat. I want to look at, someone told me, hey, look at these, and I looked, and they're about $65, $70 here, and the sales history here, shows that 60, 70. Remember, a lot of players don't go and buy mats really much, especially online, and I always tell people think there's, a market for mats. There is, but it's not hot. $60 here, though. Very, very nice. Honestly, for a nice rarity mat. I would personally love if they did something special with mats and they stopped making them rubber, but, that's just my opinion. Now, Apollousa, the 2020 mat. Now, if you guys don't know, this is actually a mat that I kind of want. Same with, the Darkened Dragon mat. I really love this artwork of Apollousa. I love the Ultra, and I love the OG. I've never seen a card where I would say artwork on both were 10 out of 10s. But that's how I feel with Apollousa. But if you guys want to let me know what Apollousa artwork you like the most, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, this mat looks very beautiful. 125, going up to $200. Would I be paying this? No, not at all. But one sold for 114, 115. Very nice looking map though. The Golden Lord Alt Art. Now, I personally think this is just an absolute waste of time to print. I mean, they printed this card so many times and then gave us a lost art. It's $2. That's what I expect it to be. Wanteds. These are $14, $15. Cheap as ever. Oh, I have all the Apollousas pulled up. So I want to pull up some Apollousas. QC, or not QC, Starlight Apollousas are $450 for a light play. Okay. Near mints are $640. You know what? That LP for $450? Not bad at all, honestly. That's post Rising Rampage prices right there. Apollousa, the QC now. These are $25, $28. Someone told me in the conversation below, they're like, hey, Saki, do you think that we should be picking this up? Do you think it's good? Even if it gets hit? Well, there's the way that banned cards are treated could be very differently. For example, Savage Dragon, right? In fact, it's better I pull it up actually here. Savage Dragon, the QCs right here, these used to be, if you go towards the year graph, these are 23, 25. The ban list hits, it goes to 17 and then crawls down to about well, now $7, but about 5s, 7s. I always tell people this is a great band card to get, by the way. If you don't have these, go ahead. Then Baron here, a card that was, you know, worth a lot of money, you know, about the 40s here. This card dropped and it decided to drop to about $15, right? So these band cards will always drop, but it's a matter of how far it will drop. Some won't drop as bad, some will. And I think for Apollousa, I don't think it's going to get hit this list just because they gave Rarity Collection 1 a chance. Remember, they also banned Summon Limit, right, from that set. And they probably hit a few more things, but 3 bans from Rarity Collection 1. They gave Rarity Collection 1, you know, some time before they hit it. I think they'll do the same for Rarity 2. And I think that this won't be hit on this list. I think we have one more, and then maybe Apollousa is going to get banned because, I mean, it's a very strong card. Am I going to be 100% shocked if it's on this ban list? No, but I will be surprised and say, hey, I was wrong. I thought I just had one more list, right? I don't think it's about if this card's going to get banned. I think it's more of where people are debating when. I think that's a big argument for this card, but I would say, because if you want this card, it's not that 25, 27 is bad, but if we have the ban list coming up, you might as well just play it safe, wait, and then if it gets hit, oh, well, guess what? It's not going to go up. It's just going to keep going down. You could put this on the back burner, wait about a month, month and a half. In fact, it's better if you even wait a month, month and a half. Maybe they're like 13, 14, then you could grab it then. Apollousa OG Secrets. Now, I still love these. First sets here are 12s, 12s. It's not bad to get an OG. I actually really like how these look. And then, so before I end the market watch, because I was about to, I want to go over this card because it was bought out and it was about $100 and it's went back down and right now they're about $60. I always like to go back on buyouts and see how they've actually aged. And it looks like this one, I mean, granted, yes, it got restocked to 60, but people know that this is a money QC. I feel like if it went to 100 and you were upset because you wanted this and now it's at 60, I definitely would start prioritizing this at $60. If you could maybe have someone let go for 50, hey, more power to you. And then I noticed this buyout, Dragon Pride of Soul. This is basically a Blue Eyes card, but, you know, for collection purposes, really only. These are 63, 70, $90, going up to about 100. So I talked about this card when it was 50. Now it's went back up. I'm not really too shocked here that this card's worth a good amount of money. But I want to show that I was getting bought out. And with that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Remember, there's going to be a little end card here for checking out the 5 cards I have your trade binder for August. So go check that out. We have giveaways for not only the Ancient Champ, but Bingo Machine Go on my market watches. Usually they're the Monday market watches. So you guys could still enter on that. I think I'm going to roll the Bingo Machine one here by either beginning of next week or near the end of this week. So make sure that you are entered. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.